I started finance and accounting, and I have a bachelor in finance and accounting. That's what I started with, and that was I don't kind of remember. It was a strange period in my life because
Right.
when I was doing this finance and accounting or whatever, I was looking for a job because it was a weekend college, so I had to have a job during the week. So I found this job as a financial advisor. That was the name. You always in corporate, you have those very nice names for
Yeah, I mean,
jobs.
yes, that's the corporate lingo is always like a layer of bullshit just
Yeah, exactly.
smeared on top of whatever you do. You know, like when you write your CV as a waiter, what were your responsibilities? And I was responsible for meeting targets and sales, and I was facilitating customer engagement and satisfaction. Like you were putting the plate on the table, but okay, cool.
And so, but that was basically, just door to door selling.
Mm.
It was called financial advice. I was just
Oh,
going, just calling my friends and my like any people that I know from my family or whatever. I was just calling them, going to their houses and trying to
what
sell them
was
some insurance products.
okay? So I was gonna say, was this
Yeah.
financial advisoring for fucking Avon or something?
No. Yeah, could you imagine me as being Avon consultant? That would be awesome.
Nah, listen. I one of my first jobs, my second job in the UK was business to business promoting as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes, that's the struggle was real.
So, but when I was doing that for some time, I was not very good at it.
Hmm.
Basically, I was there for some months only because I had this kind of like a rich uncle who bought something. Okay. And they say, okay, so you're good. You're good at it because you,
Good.
you 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 could bring us some money, because that was basically a pyramid scheme, like a
Yeah.
pyramid scheme. So they were all just when they hire you, they earn money just by hiring you, and they can get some money from your
Yes,
family,
if you get
parents,
somebody
whatever.
else into the
Yeah,
thing, then you get. Yeah, that's a good old fashioned pyramid scheme. Yes.
yeah. So that was that. So, and that was really hard for me, and at some point depressing, and I couldn't. I went from this door to door. I actually upgraded to just like being in an office,
Oh
sitting in
wow.
an office, and then people come and I was trying to sell them the same things. Uh, yeah, at a different company, but that was really those products that were not very good for anyone.
Yeah,
That you
it's
weren't.
always
Yeah.
weird. I remember one of my interviews. I went in for this like it was like some sort of office job. I went in and I just had this feeling, and the whole office is just bullshit. Like it just felt fake. The whole thing just felt so fake. Like there was like targets written on the board, and there's people taking calls and keeping busy. But it just felt so. I don't know. I don't know if it could be a real thing. I'm not sure, but it just felt like I never got the job. But there was
Oh
just
yeah,
something
yeah. It,
about it that
it
just
was
felt. Mm, I
it was
don't know.
probably something like what I did in
Yeah.
in that company that I worked. They even had like their own slang or whatever. They would say juice or something great. Like that was a acronym for join us in creative excitement. And they would say like, that's too much for you. Okay.
No, no, no. It's just corporations should not be allowed to make up their own words because they're so
Yeah.
cringy. No.
Yeah. Yeah. And they would come up to you, you would do something great. They was like, juice.
Uh,
Because that's a thing
uh,
apparently.
God, yeah. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's.
So it's really cringy when I think about it. But I was
But you have to do it. At that time, you have to
yeah,
do it.
I had to do it. So
You
I
don't have
had to make
options.
money somehow. Yeah,
Mm.
I didn't have many options. That's true. And also, they I was very young, and they brainwash you, and you think like, oh, okay, that's really great. They drive those very expensive cars, and they're successful.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. So
I
they give you
maybe
the
I can be
whole.
successful.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I can have this car or whatever. Yeah, but actually at the interview when they asked me what kind of a car I wanted to have, like, because that was their thing. They wanted to catch something, because they
Right.
would say, okay, you want this car, so you have to work more. So they asked me about the car, and I was like, Batmobile. That would be the car for me.
They were like, "Oh, here comes the nerd brigade."
Yeah.
Oh man, God, yeah, I forgot about that part of my, my early immigrant life was me trying to find a job that was either, pay me proper money and also be fully legal, like that. Those are the two
Yeah.
things. The first, yeah,
Fully ego.
yeah, no, because you get, those early jobs, you take what you can, they'll
Yeah.
give you, and like not just to me, but it happened to my dad. Like he came here, he didn't even speak English properly a year before I did, and he got this job in a restaurant, cleaning. And at the end of the week, they would give him like 70, 80 quid, and he's like, "Excuse me, what's happening here?" He's like, "Well, cash in hand." And he's like, "No, I want an actual fucking paying job, please. Thank you very much." And so there's definitely people that'll take advantage of the desperation and the lack of experience. So yeah,
Sure. Yeah. So
in
so so okay. To end this motivational part is that, so I was not very happy with my life. Just looking at the mirror, and looking at this guy who's
where you just
selling.
all juiced out.
Yeah, just I was juiced out. That's well said. Yeah. And so I was just selling. There was this one pregnant woman, and I sold her like some, I know, like a mortgage or whatever, and some insurance product, and she was really happy with it, and she was very friendly with me, but I knew that was not good. Like, that was not, in a few years she will realize that I was a mistake. That was not a good product, and I just would not. It was hard to sleep. It was hard to do anything hard, and
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
kind of
the
depressed.
guilt,
I
yeah, the
think,
guilt and the shame would kick in. Yeah,
yeah,
I think.
I didn't know it at the time, but now people are much more conscious about depression and stuff like that. So I was surely depressed at that time.